Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Christian minister who became the most visible spokesperson and leader in the civil rights movement from 1995 until he was assassinated in 1968. The civil rights movement is a very important movement. It is a very important movement because this movement is the reason why us people are free today, and it also ended slavery. Martin Luther King Jr. wrote a dream called I Have a Dream speech for the civil rights, and this speech represents the civil rights movement. It was also represented by Black Americans. It began in the late 1940s and it ended in the late 1960s. It was to end racial desegregation and to gain equal rights. I Have a Dream is a public speech that Martin Luther King Jr. wrote during the March on Washington for Freedom and Equal Rights on August 28th, 1963. It became one of the defining moments of civil rights movement and one of the most equated speeches in American history. The claim of King's speech is that African Americans deserve and need equal rights. They also fought for their equal rights in the movement, and because they wanted their voices to be heard. In my conclusion, Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Christian minister who fought for equal rights. The claim was true because Martin Luther King Jr. did write a speech about equal rights, and because he wanted to stop segregation and he also wanted to stop slavery. But unfortunately, African Americans didn't get the whole freedom that they wanted and that they deserved after the movement. It was still segregation going on, and it was still violence, and it was still racist going on as well. The claim was true, in my opinion. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy.